Island-bound adventure awaits. The boat cut through the waves. Excitement rippled through our group. We were a band of friends, ready for anything. Our destination? A mysterious, uncharted island. Our mission? To document the diverse wildlife by capturing images of animal footprints. The thrill was palpable. We were prepared to face the unknown, our cameras at the ready. The island loomed larger with every passing moment. It was a jungle giant cloaked in emerald green. The air grew thick with the scent of salt and earth. The boat crunched onto the sandy shore. We unloaded our gear, our hearts pounding with anticipation. This was it. Adventure had officially begun. We were ready to make memories that would last a lifetime. Little did we know, this island held more than just footprints. It held challenges that would test our courage, our resilience, and our bond. Footprint Frenzy, On the Hunt, begins. The adventure was about to unfold in ways we couldn't have imagined. We divided ourselves into groups of two, each pair eager to uncover the secrets hidden within the island. Each group was assigned a different section of the island to explore, ensuring that no stone would be left unturned. Maps in hand, compasses strapped to our backpacks, we plunged into the dense foliage, ready for whatever lay ahead. The island welcomed us with an orchestra of sounds, a symphony of nature that heightened our senses. Exotic birds called from the canopy above, their vibrant colours a stark contrast to the green foliage. Unseen creatures rustled in the undergrowth, adding an element of mystery to our journey. Every step was a new discovery, each moment filled with the promise of something extraordinary. We moved carefully, our eyes peeled for any sign of animal activity, every footprint a potential clue. Hours melted away as we tracked and documented, our notebooks filling with sketches and notes. We found prints of all shapes and sizes, each one telling a different story. Tiny bird prints in the soft mud near a watering hole, delicate and intricate. Claw marks etched onto a fallen log, evidence of a predator's presence. The thrill of the hunt was intoxicating, each discovery fueling our excitement. Each print was a clue, a glimpse into the secret lives of these island inhabitants, a puzzle piece in the grand picture. We were so engrossed in our mission, we didn't notice the sun beginning its descent, casting a golden hue over the island. Lost and found, where did everyone go? The realization hit us like a bolt of lightning. We were lost. The once familiar path had vanished. The sun was a fading ember in the sky. Panic threatened to consume us. We called out for our friends, our voices swallowed by the dense foliage. The air grew heavy with the impending darkness. We had to find our way back to the rendezvous point. Our maps, once our guides, now seemed like useless pieces of paper. We pushed on, our hope dwindling with each passing moment. The jungle sounds, once exhilarating, now echoed our fear. We stumbled through the undergrowth, our clothes torn, our bodies weary. Every shadow seemed to hold a hidden danger. The island, once a playground of adventure, had transformed into a menacing labyrinth. We were alone, lost in a world of emerald green. Trunk to trunk, an elephant stands in our way. A sudden crashing sound froze us in our tracks. A pungent, earthy odour filled the air. And then we saw it. An enormous elephant stood before us, its trunk raised in warning. Fear coursed through our veins. We were unarmed, facing a creature of immense power. Our hearts pounded in our chests. We knew we had to stay calm. Panic would only make the situation worse. Thinking quickly, we gathered dry leaves and branches. With trembling hands, we managed to spark a fire. The flames leaped and danced, casting flickering shadows on the elephant's massive form. The elephant hesitated, its eyes fixed on the fire. Slowly, cautiously, it backed away, melting back into the dense undergrowth. We had faced our fear and emerged victorious. We were safe for now. Section 5, Island Night. Making the best of it. The night stretched on, a vast expanse of darkness and uncertainty. The stars above seemed so distant, almost mocking our plight with their cold, indifferent twinkle. We built a makeshift shelter from branches and leaves, our hands working tirelessly despite the fatigue that weighed us down. It wasn't much, but it offered some protection from the elements. The flimsy walls gave us a semblance of security, a fragile barrier against the unknown. Hunger gnawed at our stomachs, a constant reminder of our dire situation. Each pang was a cruel twist, a reminder of how little we had. We rationed our remaining food, knowing it wouldn't last long. Every morsel was precious, every bite a small victory against the encroaching despair. Sleep came in fitful bursts, punctuated by the eerie sounds of the island night. The rustling leaves and distant animal calls kept us on edge, our minds racing with every noise. Every rustle of leaves, every snapping twig sent our hearts racing. The darkness seemed alive, filled with unseen threats and hidden dangers. We huddled together, drawing strength from each other's presence. In the face of such overwhelming odds, our bond was our greatest asset. The stars twinkled above, indifferent to our plight. They were a stark contrast to our struggle, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and our small place within it. We were just two small figures swallowed by the immensity of the island. But we were alive, and that was something. Our will to survive was stronger than the fear that threatened to consume us, and we were determined to survive. Our resolve was unshakable, our spirits unbroken. We knew that giving up was not an option. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the canopy, we felt a surge of hope. The light brought warmth and a renewed sense of purpose. Today was a new day, a chance to find a way out, to be rescued, to survive another day. Today, we would be found. Our ordeal was far from over, but we had hope, and that was enough to keep us going. Section 6. False Hope. A glimmer in the distance. The morning sun painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, casting a serene glow over the tranquil waters. We climbed to the highest point on the island, our hearts pounding with anticipation, hoping for a glimpse of civilization. And then we saw it, a tiny speck on the horizon, a ship, a distant hope, barely visible against the vast expanse of the ocean. Hope surged through us like a tidal wave, filling our hearts with renewed energy. We screamed, we waved, we jumped up and down, our voices echoing across the water. Surely they could see us. Surely they would come to our rescue. But the ship, oblivious to our plight, continued on its course, disappearing slowly from our view. Despair threatened to engulf us, a heavy weight pressing down on our spirits. We had come so close, only to have our hopes dashed against the unforgiving rocks of reality. The vastness of the ocean seemed to mock our insignificance, a reminder of how small we truly were. We were stranded, forgotten, alone on this desolate island, with no sign of help in sight. But even in the face of this crushing disappointment, a flicker of determination remained within us. We would not give up. We would find a way to survive, to signal for help. We would find a way to signal for help. We had to. Our survival depended on it, and we were determined to make it through. Section 7. Rescue at dawn. We are saved. The hours crawled by. The sun beat down on our weary bodies. Just when our spirits were at their lowest ebb, a sound cut through the air, the unmistakable drone of a boat engine. We scrambled to the highest point, our hearts pounding in our chests. This time, there was no mistaking it. A search and rescue boat was heading straight for us. Tears streamed down our faces as we waved our arms frantically. The boat drew closer, its horn blaring in response. We had never been so happy to see another human being in our lives. As we clambered aboard, we were met with smiles and words of comfort. We were safe. We were going home. Section 8. Scars and Stories, the Aftermath of Adventure. The journey back to the mainland was a blur. We were exhausted, hungry and emotionally drained, but we were also exhilarated. We had faced our fears, survived a night in the wilderness, and lived to tell the tale. As we stepped back onto solid ground, a wave of relief washed over us. We were home. The experience had left its mark on us, both physically and emotionally. We bore the scars of our adventure cuts, bruises, and a newfound respect for the power of nature. But we also carried with us the memories, the fear, the laughter, the unwavering bond that had seen us through. Section 9. Lessons learned, stronger through adversity. The island had tested us in ways we could never have imagined. It had pushed us to our limits and forced us to confront our deepest fears. But it had also revealed our strengths. We had learned the true meaning of teamwork, the importance of perseverance, and the unwavering power of the human spirit. We had faced the unknown and emerged stronger, braver, and more connected than ever before. Our adventure had been a crash course in survival, a masterclass in resilience. We had learned that even in the darkest of times, hope can flicker, that even when faced with insurmountable odds, the human spirit can endure, and that the bonds of friendship forged in the crucible of shared experience can withstand any storm. Section 10. Until next time, the adventure never ends. Life has a funny way of returning to normal after an extraordinary event. We fell back into our routines, our island adventure fading into memory, but something had changed within us. We carried the experience in our hearts, a reminder that life is an adventure to be embraced. The island had awakened a thirst for exploration, a yearning for the unknown. We knew with absolute certainty that this wasn't the end of our adventures. It was just the beginning. The world was vast and full of wonder, waiting to be explored. And we, a band of friends forever bound by our shared experience, were ready to answer its call. The next adventure was just around the corner, and this time we would be ready.